Hey everybody, Renegade 67 and or 8 here with some more Let's Play Stream Fate Stay Night Blind. So, yesterday's video was a doozy. Longest video I've done yet. I just didn't think I'd surpass my 5-hour stream of I so quickly, but wow. That's a joke, by the way. It was like 20 minutes or something. I don't know when I edit out the beginning and ending bits, but it'll probably end up being 20, maybe 30 minutes. Whatever. Hopefully, today can go longer. So, Fate 4 partner, what is this? New day. This is, where we're going to start from. I had to, load up the file because I didn't get a chance to save before the power outage. So, this is where I'm going to be starting from. This is a story from a winter 5 years ago. So, this is 2 years before Kiritsugu dies. 2 years. Not just before he dies. Fight me, fight me, fight me. Don't fight me. Maybe this is what confirms that he actually dies around now. I won't believe it, though. I won't believe it, even if it's true. I won't believe it. I'll believe he fakes his death or something and lives another 2 years. Fight me. It was a night with a beautiful moon. I wasn't doing anything. Just watching the moon with Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the weather wasn't cold. Oh, that sounds like a Japanese thing, right? I think the weather's usually colder over here. At least in Canada land. I'm generalizing over here. Generally, when I say over here, I'm referring to North America in general, but Canada, it's especially colder usually. Faking his death and living without his son for 2 whole years. A pretty sad set of Twilight years. The corridor was only a little chilly, and it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house much. Not going outside, he would just laze carelessly around the house. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. This flashback. Flashback, sure, I should sound younger. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal that knows its time of death? How old were you? Were you smarticle enough to know that that's a thing with animals? I guess. I just think you're blunt, right? That means you're a dum-dum? No. He's actually pretty smart with technology. But wait, if you're smart with technology, you're smart with nature too? Surprising. He refers to himself as Boku, even though, or at least when he was younger, he referred to himself as Boku. But Shiro tends to refer to himself as Ore. When I was a child, I wanted to be a superhero. Suddenly, that man, himself a superhero in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it. What? What do you mean by wanted? Did you give up? I became angry and asked him. Kiritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky. Yeah. Unfortunately, being a hero is a time-limited thing. And it becomes hard to call yourself that when you grow up. I wish I'd found that out earlier. I agree with that. I didn't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kiritsugu said so. And he's never wrong, except... fill in the blank, there was a joke, and I abandoned it. I see, then I guess it couldn't be helped. Yeah, it really couldn't be helped. Kiritsugu answers. So of course my response was determined. That's cute. That's nice of you, Shiro. Yeah, it can't be helped, so I'll take your place. It's impossible since you're an old man. Ji-san, he said Ji-san, I'm counting that as an old man. It's impossible since you're an old man, but it should be alright for me. Let me take on your dream, old man. I'll make it come true. Before I could finish, my father laughed. He made a face like he didn't even need to hear the rest. Aw, that's sweet. Aw. I want a whole spin-off series. It's just about Fate's Day Night, The Wonder Years. Just Kiritsugu and Shiro hanging out. At least an OVA's worth. After breathing in, Emiya Kiritsugu said,
Ah. 安心した。
Yeah. I'm relieved. He quietly closed his eyes and his life ended. Just right then and there? Nandesu ka? What? What? How? How did he die? How? He wasn't that old. He was like, what, 50, 60? No, he was only like 30 or 40 in Fate Zero, so he's only like 40 or 50 now. Well, no, it's only 5 years, not even a whole 10 years. Heart attack? Magical illness? Something. You don't just up and die like that, at least when you're that age. Usually. I mean, maybe you do? Dying from old age, I feel like that's too young. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know the specifics. I don't know what the earliest age you can die at if you're dying of old age is, or if there's... I guess, to be fair, he did go through a lot of stress. Maybe it's stress? I'm not sure. Although this may confirm that he didn't get killed by his daughter, which I think changes things somewhat. That does change things as far as my perception of her character. If she killed Kiritsugu and she was still after Shiro, that would be very vengeful, and I think harder to save her with my penis. Like, because she's already gone the distance, and she just wants more. But because she hasn't killed Kiritsugu, then that means she's trying to kill me because she wished she could have. Because it's possible she could have killed him and then stopped, but she never got a chance to try to kill him, so she's instead going after me. And so I think it's more possible to save her with my penis, because she's less far gone if she didn't kill her own father. He quietly closed his eyes and his life ended. Since he looked so peaceful, I thought he would wake up again in the morning, so I didn't disturb him. Ouch. I guess it's always possible that, like, off-screen, he had a little bit of a fight with his daughter before this point, and then, and he's dying from those magical wounds he suffered, but unlikely. If she did do that, she'd want to see his death happen. That in itself could get her pissed off, but if she did do that, I think there'd be more visible wounds, and Shiro would have noticed. Perhaps being used to seeing death factored in too. Without doing anything, I just looked up at the man who was my father, as he's entered a long sleep. The longest one you can have. There were no sounds of insects in the garden as it was silent. In the bright night, I remember only my eyes being hot. I did not cry out, nor did I feel sad. Oh, really? Wow. Similar to other parents dying? I mean, to be fair, you didn't actually know he was dead yet. And at least you did get a chance to, you know, you carried on his wish. So that's a nice thing. Why feel sad? I mean, still, there's a reason to feel sad for sure, but at least you ended things on good terms. But I could not stop my tears until the moon sunk. Wait, I did not cry out, but I could not stop my tears. Igiyari. That's Japanese for objection, by the way. That doesn't drive. Okay, whatever. He metaphorically cried out, in his heart. That is the story from a winter 5 years ago. 3 years ago. They're all typos. Everything that's saying 5 is a typo. It means to say 3. Perhaps I cried 10 years worth of tears, since after that there was nothing. Did you cry anywhere near as much when your original parents died? Fujine's father planned the funeral, and I started living in this house by myself. Nothing changed even though Kiritsugu was gone. Emiya Shiro would become a superhero like Emiya Kiritsugu, so there was no time to be playing around. A superhero like Emiya Kiritsugu? No, that'd be a bit dark for you. I don't think you're that much of an anti-hero. I think he just had tears running down, just not crying out like a baby. I mean, sure, but I don't know. I feel like that's... I don't know. I'm gonna nitpick and say it's an objection. That's right. I didn't mention it, but I remember perfectly. The figure of the man who saved me, who was left to the fire 10 years ago. He held up his arms, an unconscious child, about to die from burns. He became so happy that tears welled up in his eyes and took the child outside. Wait, and you're remembering this even though you shouldn't because you were apparently unconscious. Although I guess you were only half unconscious? Only mostly unconscious. Conscious enough to know what happened. From that time, he was subject of my admiration. From the time that you were unconscious? Yeah, whatever. Only mostly unconscious. No one saved me. What? I couldn't save anyone. What do you mean? No, you saved him. No, he saved you. That was a saving. I'm confused. Should I save my game? What? Save? No. In it all, I was saved, and a person was there to save me. Uh-huh. That's why I decided to become like him. Become a superhero so that I could save people and let no one be killed just like him. Okay, I think I understand what they say now that I've read that again. No one saved me. I was saved and a person was there to save me, but no one saved me. Are you calling Kiritsugu no one, or are you saying that circumstances are what really saved you, and Kiritsugu wasn't specifically trying to save you? Because that's probably kind of true. Anyways, just like him, Kiritsugu died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. In a sense, yeah, if he died peacefully, it'd be kind of dishonoring him to get all sad and mopey about it. I mean, if he was happy about it, then you should be happy too. I can sort of see that logic. It's only natural for a child to succeed their father. I can see that logic, but that's usually someone who's rather mature would have that mindset. Young child, I would assume, would, like, go batshit regardless, but... I mean, I guess, it's not as bad as when your old parents died and you felt nothing. It's only natural for a child to succeed their father. Emiya Shiro must become a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I swore so as a child. But just one person? You only gotta save one person, then you're done? Feels like your quota should be a little bit bigger than that. To fulfill the dream of the man I admired the most. But honestly, I don't get it. Which part? What this superhero thing is supposed to be. How to become one. How to make everyone happy like Kiritsugu always said. And I became this thing called a master, and things like the blonde-haired girl following me around is confusing my head, and really, back to the present. Are we alive? Are we dreaming? Is this the afterlife? Oh, don't load. Wrong button. History. How to make everyone happy like Kiritsugu, and I became this thing called a master. The blonde-haired girl following me around. Uh-huh. Well, maybe that's what this is. This is an epiphany. That's how you become a superhero. You try to save people even when it looks like there should be no way out of the situation, like what you did just now with Saber and Berserker. And if you live, then you go do it again. I guess you could call that a superhero. Okay, who's ellipsising? When I open my eyes, I'm in a familiar room. Sure. It tastes bad in my mouth. You mean the blood in your mouth from when you were cut from the chest down and should have just been already dead? Let me make sure I read that right. We're going to go way back, way back, way back. How far can I go back? Can I go that far back? Nope. Wait, maybe. No, I don't think I can go far enough back. But I'm sure it said something like his chest was like, I don't know. I taste blood in my mouth. The only thing I could see is Ilya. I keep calling her the white-haired girl. The only thing I could see is Ilya saving me so that she could kill me properly. But, like, we saw her walking away, so I'm not sure that that's what happened. Because Ilya seems really strong, and I may believe that she could still save me in that position, maybe. But that's the only thing I could see, but I don't think she did. Maybe it was filling my mouth, but I breathed in thick air. Dash. I'm not sure why I feel like this. Neither am I. I feel really sick to my stomach, so I want to go to the bathroom and wash my face. Alright. Stand up. No, and the world shifts. Can you stand? You don't have feet. Your chest down was cut off. Ilya can keep you alive still. She has the magic that can do that. Like, outside of that, what else could this be? I stand up. I feel dizzy. I almost fall and support myself by putting a hand against the wall. Do you have hands still? The nausea increases when I move. Can you move? Do you have legs? No, this is more like pain than nausea. My body is heavy and it feels like my stomach is turning every time I move. Maybe someone would feel like this if someone poured burning lead into their stomach. Well, you were like slashed in the stomach, and I thought the lower half of your body got cut off, but... What imagining? There's no imagining. It really happened. Imagining that is giving me headaches. I wipe the sweat off my forehead and wobble out of my room. Into the bathroom. Can you look in the mirror? So you're able to move. Sorry for talking over it. You're able to move. Interesting. So your feet exist, or at the very least you have, like, paraplegic ones. Are you a robot now? Are we playing as Cyborg SHIROU? Oh no! Oh no! If we're a cyborg from the chest down... First of all, how does the heart work? Whatever, complicated. That means we don't have a proper penis anymore! We can only use an emotional penis now. A robo-penis. Alright, I feel better. Alright, I feel better now. I wash my face and wipe the sweat off my body, and we look in the mirror and we're not us anymore. Our body's been taken over by Saber because that's the only way we could still live or something. She said she might take over our body, and I don't know, fast regeneration? There are bandages wrapped around my stomach for some reason. Because you got a hole cut in there to the extent that you should be dead for surezies? I can't recall anything about them, so I leave them be for now. What convenient amnesia. You'll never be able to properly eat food again. Usually your food goes through your stomach, so... Hungry, I wonder if there are any leftovers. Even though my stomach feels terrible, my body wants energy. God, I really want to just... I mean, he's alive, clearly. He's not dead. But, like, beyond Ilya doing this, some other third party we're unaware of. Maybe Sakura. Maybe Sakura showed up and she's actually part of the Grail War and also has super strong magic. I don't know, because I don't think Rin could naturally do that without her jewel. Maybe if she used all of her remaining jewels, she could have a similar effect to the MacGuffin she used to save us. Maybe? My body wants energy. Putting my mind into it, I start to walk along the wall. I feel like I want to predict what's going on, but maybe it's unpredictable. Maybe it's something I cannot predict at all. Maybe it's an unseen master, completely unknown. I don't know. Or Caster saved us, maybe. Maybe Sakura controls Caster. How am I still alive? I still feel dizzy and my body feels dull. Ow! I walk forward, letting out miserable sounds. Really, what did I do before going to bed? You died, kind of. Only mostly, I guess. I don't know. Someone used Revivify on you. I don't remember any training that could have caused this pain. Do you remember the Grail War still? Do you remember that you're part of this big thing? Well, this song is jarring at the moment. I reach the living room. This is like the casual hanging out with Sakura and Fujine song. I don't think we're really in that position. Also, even if we were, they would notice. They would notice all the bandages and wonder what the fuck. Sakura and Fujine must be at school. Yeah, if you are alive, you probably required a lot of sleep. So, school's probably going on, yeah. And did they know? They must have seen you, right? Unless Saber was able to hide. Someone has to be in on this, though. Like, Saber couldn't have saved me, I don't think. She's a sortie. She's not a castie. There's no breakfast prepared in the living room, and there's none of Fujine's loudness. Are we in purgatory? Maybe we are already dead, but it's like a long con. And Taiga's just waiting any minute to pop out of nowhere and be like, "Surprise, Tiger Dojo!" The quiet living room is like a typical Sunday.
Ohio. 勝手に上がらせてもらってるわ、エミヤくん。
It's a Sunday. Oh, right. So there is no school. Huh. Is it Sunday today? Is that what Sunday is? Or was yesterday Sunday? I don't remember. No, wait, yeah, today is Sunday. Because we went to the church at night because we knew it was a Sunday tomorrow, so it's okay if we stay up late. That's right. So today is Sunday. So, hi, Rin. What's up? Partnership? Why are you here? Not to kill me, otherwise you would have done it while I was sleeping. Did you save me somehow? I thought you only had one MacGuffin. What's the dealio? No, it's not. What? Tosaka Rin is sitting on a cushion. Her calmness makes me think I'm the guest in this house and not her. Uh-huh. Ellipses. I don't know how to answer her, so first of all I sit down. And then I take a deep breath and ask.
Tosaka, お前どうして?
Tosaka, nandeyo, 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 nazeta, nazeto, nandeyo. Nandeyo means why.
待った。その前に謝ってくれない？昨夜の一件についての謝罪を聞かないと落ち着けないわ。
Hold on, could you apologize first? I can't calm down until I hear an apology from you. I'm sorry, what? For last night? What did I do? What? Apologize for which part? For choosing Saber over you? Was that what I have to apologize for? That's obviously not what you're talking about. I mean, maybe subconsciously you are, but you wouldn't say those words out loud. I don't even have time to ask her why she's here. Tosaka's glaring at me like she's really mad. Apologize for being stupid in your eyes and running in front of Berserker's blade? That's the idea, right? I think it's funny if she ran into Saber's invisible blade, but I think the idea is that he got crushed by Berserker's big blade. It's funnier if he ran into Saber's invisible blade, though. But regardless, either way, it was pretty stupid. But especially so if I ran into Saber's invisible blade. It seems she's really angry about last night, but what happened last night? Now you remember?
待て。
Hold on. I am already dead. I recall it now. That's right. Why am I so relaxed? I tried to save Saber. I tried to save Saber, and Berserker blew away my stomach. Yeah, that's usually a death. Tiger Dojo? I feel cheated. I want my Tiger Dojo. Ugh. The nausea returns. I feel chill, remembering the feeling of having a hole in my body. Ooh, my body, kinky. Berserker best waifu. Nandesu? That's why it's better if I ran into Saber. If I ran into Saber's blade, at least then it's a waifu, period. But what? Wait, that's weird. Shouldn't that have been instant death for me? I agree. Arigato goes at. Nope, that's thank you. What's I agree? I don't know what agreement is in Japanese yet. Yes is no. I don't know what yes. No, yes is hi. Hi. Hi can work as agreement. I don't know if there's a word for agree, but yes is hi. Hi, 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 hi. Very much hi.
変だ。なんだって生きてるんだ。
That's strange. Why the fuck am I alive?
思い出した？昨夜自分がどんなバカをしでかしたかって。なら少しは反省しなさい。
Do you remember the stupid thing you did last night? If you do, then please review your actions. Yes, I stupidly died. So, could you please first tell me why I'm not dead? And then I will answer your question. Tosaka lets out a humph and criticizes me. In other words, she's really glad that I'm alive. And she's acting all puffy because, she had to save me or something. And she's mad about that because... And she's mad about that subconsciously because she doesn't want me to die because she wants my penis. This could be a good thing. Running away from her might have been the bad thing because if I had run away from her and if Berserker had stayed to finish off Saber, which may have happened depending on Ilya's mood, then we may have had a chance to get away, but then this could have been a shock to Ren's system that she might have needed to realize that she does like me and doesn't want to work against me, and so now she may offer a partnership? I mean, why else is she still here, right? Whereas if I ran with her, she might have, still had the mindset of being worried about partnering with me because she's afraid of my penis. And so she would have tried to kill me or something herself. But now that she's seen me tried to kill by someone else, she's come to the realization that she doesn't want me killed, period. So she now will partner with me. Please, come on. Otherwise, what are you doing? That's really annoying. My head, which was frozen by the fact that Tosaka's here, finally resumes activity again.
何言ってんだ。あの時はあれ以外することなんてなかっただろう。いや、そりゃ結果だけ見ればバカだったけど。
What are you saying? There was nothing else to do at the
や
time.
るつもりだったんだ。
That's untrue. There were 2 choices. Oh, well, it does look stupid if you just look at the results. But I was gonna do it better. I had a better plan. In my head, it was better. I just kind of sucked balls in the moment. You gotta get better about that, Shiro. Not sucking.
だから、あれは間違いなんかじゃない。
Therefore, it was not a mistake. Even if it turned out bad. And it didn't even turn out that bad. I'm still alive, and so are you, so what the fuck? I protest, glaring at her. So Ilya just left. She said she just left, and the next time she'd see Rin, she'd kill her. Because she is super let down. Ilya was super let down. She wanted to kill Shiro in a fun manner. And that was so unfun, and she thought I was dead. So she just walked away. I wonder how she's going to feel. Her feelings are also going to be interesting when she finds out that I'm alive. That might... We probably won't get to see her reaction, but that would probably say something about her character depending on how she reacted. My assumption... Like, will she be happy that she gets to kill me? Will she be... It'll probably be a weird mix of things, but probably mostly happy, because she probably wants to have a proper killing of me. Probably. But she also might have this weird realization that she likes me. Maybe. Probably too soon for that, but maybe. I protest, glaring at her. What? Why is she sighing?
マスターが死んだらサーバントは消えるって言ったでしょ。だって言うのにサーバントをかばうなんてどうかしてるわ。
Didn't I tell you that servants will disappear if their master is killed? So it's crazy to try to protect your servant. You know what's even crazier? Trying to protect an enemy's servant's master, which you clearly must have done. Otherwise, why am I still alive? That should be even crazier in this Grail war where we're all fighting to the death, and you didn't just let me die. That sounds crazier if you ask me.
いい？あなたが死んでしまえばセイバーだって消えてしまう。セイバーを救いたかったのなら、もっと安全な場所からできる手段を考えなさい。
Look, Saber will disappear if you're killed. If you want to save Saber, think of a way to do so from a safe place. I mean, I kind of agree, but my thought process when going to Saber was I would run up to her and then use a command spell and we'd bamf out. That was my... which would abandon Rin, but like... I'd be playing to win, man. I would either run up to Rin, I'd either run away with Rin with the intention of leaving her as bait and leave her behind, or go to Saber and bamf us out with a command spell, also leaving Rin behind. Sorry, Rin. I mean, I feel like if, I don't know, in my cynical mindset, if you had not wanted a partnership by then, I would have just left you for dead. Think of a way to do so from a safe place.
まったく、身を挺してサーバントを守るなんて行為は無駄以外の何者でもないって分かってるの？
Don't you understand that protecting your servant with your life is just meaningless? I mean, yeah.
かばったわけじゃない。助けようとしたらああなっちまっただけだ。俺だってあんな目に遭うなんて思わなかった。
It's not that I protected her with my life. I tried to save her, and it just happened to work out like that. I didn't think things would end up like that either. I mean, how did you think things would end up? What, in your head, how did you envision that scenario going? I mean, really. You already told yourself, in your head, I believe your monologue was something like, oh, there's no way I can stop Berserker, but like, I have to do something. What was this something? What was your dream scenario? Running up and maybe, I don't know, helping her with her sword, and you could use emotional power. Maybe he was thinking of emotional power to block Berserker's sword for a bit and then move back. Like, what was your dream scenario? My dream scenario would have been running up, command seal, get the fuck out. But what was your plan? I didn't think I'd be killed if I went near that monster, but that's a different matter. I mean, I did think I'd be killed. Okay, you did think you'd be killed, and you weren't. Okay, so you had a plan that involved things working out better, but you also thought you'd be killed, and yet you're alive, which means you weren't killed, but apparently things ended up worse than you expected, despite the fact that you're living, so you could argue this was a success. Although it might be not a success from Rin's point of view, because she maybe, I assume, had to waste the rest of her jewels. I think that's the only way.
そう。勘違いしてるみたいね、あなた。
I see, you seem to be misunderstanding. Oh, I am. I'm sure I am. Clarify. As if she reads my mind, she sulks even more.
あのね、ミヤ君。きっちりと言っておくけど、 教会まで連れて行ったのはあなたに勝たせるためじゃないわ。
Look, Emiya-kun, I'll come out and say it, but I didn't take you to the church to help you win. Well, duh. I assumed you wanted me to resign initially, or partnership, but then neither happened, and you in fact got sad when I resigned, so clearly partnership, but you didn't offer a partnership, you just walked away!
あれはね、何も知らないあなたが一人でも生き残れるようにって考えた結果なの。どうもそのあたりは分かってなかったみたいね。
I was trying to help you stay alive even if you were left on your own. It seems you didn't understand that part of it. Huh? You weren't trying to help me win, you were just trying to help me survive the battle so that I could be alive at the end of it, but that still involves Saber losing, you realize. Saber still has to lose for that to happen. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand.
俺が生き残れるように
Help me stay alive? Because you have the hots for me and you want to maybe date me after this is over if I stay alive through it, But you don't want to put all your cards there, which is why you don't want to do a partnership, because you don't want to trust me too much, only for me to stab you in the back. Your emotions couldn't handle it.
そうよ。負けることがそのまま死につながるって知れば、そう簡単に博打は打たなくなる。エミヤ君、こういう状況でも一人で夜出歩きそうだから。
That's right, you shouldn't take risks if you realize that a loss equals your death. You seem to be someone who would walk out at night by yourself, even in a situation like this. Well, I mean, yeah, after all, he's the male gender, so he'll be fine, right? All the big shots so far in this game are female. Rin's a female, Saber's a female, Ilya's a female. Yeah, there's Berserker, but... Okay, Archer, I'll count Archer. He's a male. We have one male big shot so far. Shirou's not a big shot, he doesn't count. And Berserker, so far, seems to be completely and utterly obedient to Ilya. I don't think he really has a control over his own actions, so I wouldn't count him as a big shot. I mean, he is, but Ilya's just showing her own bigger shotness by controlling him totally, I think. How many command seals does Ilya have? Did she also use one for total obedience, but it actually had full effect? That would be interesting. And it would be another way that Ilya and Rin maybe parallel each other a little bit. But anyways, yeah.
脅しをかけておけば、家中の栗を拾うこともなし、うまくいけば最後までやり過ごせるかもって思ったの。
Oh, that's why you threatened me? That's why you said next time we meet we'll be enemies? If I threaten you, I thought you wouldn't take risks and you might get through this. You don't understand Shiro well enough. Okay, I was wondering this whole time if you somehow maybe... I don't know, like, maybe sort of, I don't know. I didn't think the whole time that you knew Shiro's personality really well, but I thought you were just, being you and not realizing that if Shiro wasn't Shiro, you could have been in big trouble. Like when you were explaining, the whole master thing and how it's a fight to the death, and I'm explaining this to you, not even mentioning that you can just kill servants, even though that could get me killed if you're a cynical, cold person. But it didn't. Which I think means she got lucky. And I feel like she herself has not really gotten a good read on Shiro, despite knowing him for this long. Well, not this long, but, I think it comes back to, I don't know, because she seems to underestimate other people, and yet she overestimated him. She assumed he would be a mage to some extent, so that's actually an interesting inversion. She underestimates people, yet she still assumed he'd be a decent mage. So, maybe she didn't know how to deal with the situation? Because Shiro's not that kind of person. Shiro wants to save people. He wants to be a hero, and I guess you haven't... Really, OBS? Okay, gosh. I'll have to see how, because that's been pretty consistent with Wi-Fi. Maybe Powerline is better? That's what I'm really testing here. Because if Wi-Fi is going to do that on a consistent basis, I should go with Powerline, even if... it's because that's all a minor thing, it dropping for a bit, but how consistent is that minor thing gonna be? I don't know. Anyways, what was I saying? Right, so she was saying if she threatened me, she thought I wouldn't take risks. But, she's not understanding Shiro's personality clearly. Because Shiro wants to be a hero. He wants to save people. He's always going to be reckless. He's very much going to take risks. And the fact that she didn't comprehend that means, I think, reinforces my thought that she is having trouble with the emotions around me because she actually likes me. And so and she felt comfortable around me because she likes me to some extent, but not to the extent of understanding who I am, clearly. Anyways,
そうか。それは気づかなかった。
I see, I didn't notice that. Yeah, because he's dense, which she clearly didn't pick up on.
けど、どうして遠坂が怒るんだよ。俺がヘマをやらかしたのは遠坂には関係ないだろう。
So, why are you mad, Tosaka? It shouldn't bother you if I'm the one that made the mistake.
関係あるわよ。この私を一晩も心配させたんだから。
Of course it bothers me. You made me worry for a whole night. What do you mean? I mean, okay, first of all, you... Okay, maybe this is going to actually put me a little... Despite the fact that I chose Saber, maybe this will put me on the Rin route. Maybe. That would be interesting. But that could happen. Possibly. Because she seems to be more asserting her emotions for me now than maybe if I'd run with her. Which is kind of an inversion. But you... Did you save me or not? Oh, and there's a new look. Tosaka throws out a temper. But I see. I'm honestly happy she's worrying about me, because you have the hots for her too. Rin, are you going to be my accidental waifu without trying? Looking at the situation, it seems Tosaka was the one who treated my wound. Really? I thought it was way too severe, like she wouldn't be able to.
そうか。遠坂には世話になったんだな。ありがとう。
Still not saying gozaimasu. I see. I guess you helped me out. Thanks. But is that it? You helped me? That's all there is to it? Our stream was dead for a little bit, stream elements. I bow my head to show my thanks and apologize. And is this where she reveals what really happened? Like, did she really save me? Well, she's not saying she didn't. Or is she? That look. That look of like, oh, I want to hate him, but also I love him. That's that look, as far as I'm concerned.
わかればいいのよ。これに懲りたら次はもっと頭のいい行動してよね。
It's fine if you understand. If you've learned from this, try to act smarter next time. So that's it? That's the whole truth? You saved me? That seems unrealistic. Like, I thought I was super dead. I guess I wasn't. I might have to go back and read that part again. I thought I was super dead. So, I guess I wasn't. Is that really all there is to it? That seems too simple. Maybe Shiro has, like, magic Wolverine regeneration powers. Maybe he survived the fire 10 years ago because he has magic Wolverine regeneration powers. And maybe the reason... Yeah, maybe he survived the fire 10 years ago is because he had mad Wolverine regeneration powers just naturally, innately, without realizing it. He's got some weird magic that nobody understands. So even though people think he doesn't have magic, he has some magic, Phoenix magic. And so when he almost died, Rin saving him, like, she helped save him, but she wouldn't have been able to save him with his Wolverine powers. Obviously, he still got smuttered into a million pieces in the other bad ending, but, like, you know... His Wolverine powers, you know, they're not, you know, they need some time to act. But, I don't know, it just, to me, it seems like they made that a bigger deal than it was if she was actually able to save him from that. I don't know. Did she at least use some jewels? I would assume. It's fine if you understand. If you've learned from this, try to act smarter next time. Tosaka looks away. Her gesture is snappy, but it seems she's in a good mood again. Yeah, she's in a good mood because I'm awake, and she wants my penis. And she's being, I think, more and more open about it. And she's being a bit tsundere. Is this when you offer the partnership? Please, partnership. Have you realized that you want me alive, and therefore there's no reason for us to not have a partnership?
じゃあ、これで昨日のことはおしまいね。
Then we're done with what happened last night. Okay.
本題に入るけど、真面目な話と昨日の話、どっちにする？
I'll go into the main topic, but which do you want to talk about? About last night or about something serious? Something serious? The main topic, do you mean like partnership? Because my mind would be like, hey, partnership, but I don't know. Ellipses? Tosaka starts a conversation as if it's natural to do so. Uh-huh. Her straightforwardness surprises me, but thinking about it, she's here because she has something to talk about. I suppose. And there's that clock ticking. Gosh, that's awkward. If she didn't have business with me, she would have gone home already. No, that's not true. She wants to protect me because I'm her husbando. I mean, she didn't save me only for me to die in the middle of the night, right? Where's Saber in all this? What is that Tosaka, my enemy, wants to discuss in her enemy's territory? You're still thinking of her as an enemy despite the fact that she fucking saved your ass. Hard carry. I'm interested in that, and I also want to know what happened last night. It's stupid not to ask, so I... Oh, fucking fuckballs. Making another save point. Now it's a 3-way. Also, lol, had big audience yesterday when my power pooped. But much smaller one today. Lol. It's fine, I don't mind, but it's just, I'm lolling about it. It's funny. It's ironic. Anyways, save. Okay, so, it's stupid not to ask, so I ask about yesterday, ask about the serious stuff. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't want to hear either. That sounds dumb. Unless we're going to play coy to her coy. Like, she plays coy, we play coy back. Maybe that's hot for her. Doubt it. SHIROU is a very uncoy person. Therefore, if she wants our penis, then that means she wants us in our not coy way. If we try to be coy, she'll be like, what? You're not supposed to be coy, and she may not like us anymore. But I don't know. You see, here's the thing. I don't want her to like us so much that we get married. I just want her to like us enough that we can have a fucking partnership. Do I ask about yesterday or ask about the serious stuff? I mean, what about yesterday? You mean talking about Berserker and shit? Let's just... Serious stuff. Yesterday, I feel like, is old news. Don't live in the past. Let's talk about serious stuff. Let's just tell me about serious stuff. Dash. I'm more interested in why Tosaka is still here.
それじゃ真面目な方の話を。遠坂がここに残った理由が知りたい。
Then I want to hear about the serious matter. I want to know why you stayed here.
そう。じゃあ先に結論から聞くわ。
Alright, then I'll ask for your conclusion first. Oh, why do I think you stayed here? Huh? Think for myself? But men don't think, men fight. Women are the thinkers. What? What is it? It seemed for a second like Tosaka was disappointed. What, that I didn't ask the other option, or that I didn't come to the conclusion myself? But wait, you like SHIROU the way he is, I'm assuming. Which means you like him being a derp, right? Don't you like him being a derp? If he was smart... You wouldn't like him being smart. That's always the contradiction, though. Like, if you like a guy who's a derp and extremely dense and doesn't seem especially dense to love. I mean, he seems to have the hots for people, but there's a difference between having the hots for people and understanding when they have the hots for you. And so, if he's dense to love and you like his kind of person where he's kind of dense and that includes being dense to love, then therefore he will never be able to reciprocate until you make the first move, which is always what's so awkward about these situations, because usually, traditionally, the guy does make the first move, but sometimes, you know, the girl just has to do it or it's never going to happen. Anyways, it seemed for a second like Tosaka was disappointed.
率直に聞くけど、エミヤ君、あなたこれからどうするつもり？
I'll be direct about it. What do you plan to do from now on? She asked directly the one question I don't want to be asked. Because you don't know yet? You're just flying in blind? No, that's not it. It's not that I don't want her to ask me, but I haven't made my mind up yet. Well, this is a visual novel. Do we get to make a choice? I'm the one who wants to ask. What do I do now? Chair. Why, chair? Why do you betray me?
正直わからない。聖杯を競い合うって言うけど、魔術師同士の戦いなんてしたことがない。
Honestly, I don't know. You say I should fight for the Holy Grail, but I've never been in a fight between magi.
第一、俺は。
First of all, Orewa. I want to try to avoid killing people, and most of all...
聖杯なんていう得体の知れないものに興味はないんだ。
I'm not interested in something mysterious like the Holy Grail. Interesting. You say I should fight for the Holy Grail. I've never been in a fight with magi. Want to avoid killing people. And wait, that's not most of all? Not interested. Oh, most of all is that you're not interested in the Holy Grail? I would think most of all is that you'd want to avoid killing people, but okay.
欲しくないもののために命を張るのはどうかと思う。
I'm not too sure about risking my life for something I don't want, which is so silly. You can wish for anything. Well, I mean, Rin herself doesn't have a wish, but still wants to do it anyways because she's more interested in the fight because she's weird. But, I mean, come on, man. I mean, I do think there's more. You're the one who decided not to resign from the Grail War. Granted, if you resigned, we already did that pathway and you die a horrible death, but you don't know that. I don't think you know that. Unless you're a time traveler. But, what was I saying? Right. If you don't know that the other pathway leads to death, then you should know that you had a choice and decided to be part of this war. And you decided to be part of this war because you want to find out more about 10 years ago, I guess? How do you go about that, though? You could ask Saber. She knows a lot of what happened, but I suppose you don't know that she knows, but it's a start.
言うと思った。あなたね、そんなこと言ったらサーバントに殺されるわよ。
I knew you'd say that. You'll be killed by your servant if you say something like that. No, I'll be killed by Ilya. I've already been there, done that.
殺されるって、どうして？
Why would I?
サーバントの目的も聖杯だから。
Servant's goal is also the Holy Grail. I mean, yeah, she's not going to fight for you if you don't actually want it yourself.
彼らは聖杯を手に入れるという条件だからこそ、マスターの召喚に応じているのよ。
They can be summoned by the masters because the condition on their summoning is that they obtain the Holy Grail.
サーバントにとって最も重要なのは聖杯なの。
Most important thing for a servant is to obtain the Holy Grail.
彼らは聖杯を手に入れる可能性があるから、マスターに従い、時にマスターのために命を落とす。
They obey their master and risk their life for their master because they have a chance of obtaining the Holy Grail.
だっていうのに、聖杯なんていらないよなんて言ってみなさい。裏切り者と切り殺されても文句は言えないでしょ。
So, just try saying that you don't want the Holy Grail. You can't complain even if they kill you and call you a betrayer. Or, rather, don't say that. Say you want the Holy Grail even if you're lying. Because, I mean, yeah.
なんだそれ。おかしいじゃないか。サーバントっていうのはマスターが呼び出したものなんだろ？
What's that? That's weird, because servants are what the master summons, right? Not quite.
なら。
So...
サーバントが無償で人間に従うなんて思ってたの？
You think a servant would obey a human for no reward? Okay, it seems like just a lot of talkity-talk-talk. Turn off the voices for now. Yeah. Do you think a servant would obey a human for no reward? I don't know. I mean, they would if they were summoned by me and not the Grail. The Holy Grail grants the wish of whoever obtains it. The servant or the master who obtains it is no exception. Even if the servants have their own wishes, that is why they respond to the otherwise impossible summoning. Uh-huh. It's not that the masters are summoning the servants to obtain the Holy Grail. The servants are answering the master's call because they can obtain the Holy Grail. Uh-huh. Dash. Servants have their own desires. Indeed. And does that mean Saber has a wish she wants the Holy Grail to grant? Indeed it does. That's why the servants try to eliminate other servants even without orders from their masters. Only one can obtain the Holy Grail. They cannot accept other masters obtaining the Holy Grail. Indeed. Unlike their masters, they don't have the power to take away the command spells, so the only way they can disarm other masters is to kill them. Wait, unlike their masters, they don't have the power to take away the command spells. Well, the master generally only has the power to take away their own command spells, but okay. Sure, kill them, sure. Even if the master has no intention of fighting, battle is inevitable. A master who is attacked by a servant must fight it off with their own servant. You heard enough from Kirei to know that this is the nature of the Holy Grail War, right? Yeah, he told me that last night. But that means allowing your servant to try to kill other servants. Uh-huh. I thought it would be over if I reached a compromise with other masters. What? I thought it would be over if I reached a compromise with other masters? Was that your goal? But if the servants are ones summoned to obtain the Holy Grail, and if it's true that they will not give it up, battle between servants is inevitable. I mean, yeah. And By the way, do you think a compromise with other masters is even possible? I mean, it's no easier than making a compromise with the servants, I would say. I mean, debatable, maybe, based on, I don't know, maybe it's easier with masters and servants, but we're all still people, to some extent. And then, the girl that fought to protect me is also ready to kill or be killed to obtain the Holy Grail? That's the idea. That's awful. I don't know about this heroic spirit thing, but Saber's human. She was bleeding badly yesterday, too. I don't know if I call her human. You've said herself she's more ghostly. Or did Rin say that? Whatever. Oh, don't worry about that part. There's no life or death for the servants. Even if servants are eliminated, they just go back to where they belong. Heroic spirits are a phenomenon, so they can't be killed. The only ones that can be killed during a fight are the masters. Exactly. So ethically speaking, it'd be better if it was just a servant fight, but no, the masters have to get involved because of pride and tradition and... No, but still, even if it's a temporary death, I mean, what do you mean? Even... No, but I mean, yeah, they're obviously going to still feel pain, but it's better, you know, knowing that they don't die permanently than us who will die permanently, theoretically. Still, the fact that something human-shaped has disappeared from this world. Sure. Are you saying it's murder? Are you still carrying such a sense of justice even though you're a magus? Well, I mean, first of all, I was never a proper magus. Second of all, aren't you the one who doesn't like murder? And third of all... Shut up! Dash, dash. Our comment is only natural. As a magus, death is always right beside me, behind me, beseeched me. I understand it, I'm already prepared for that. Are you sure? You don't feel like you're prepared for that. Still, I'm not strong enough to judge people's deaths as good or bad. Of course, I won't participate in a fight to the death. Okay. Well, you're in one, so what are you gonna do? And you already chose not to resign. Oh, so you're just gonna wait for the others to kill you? You're ceding the victory to other masters? What if I let you win? We can work together, partnership, come on! Ha! That's not it. The point is to survive to the end, right? I don't have any intention of killing others. I'll have no mercy in a fight to protect myself. You'll have no mercy in a fight to protect yourself? That means you will potentially kill others. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble. So you want to participate in this fight, but like, you don't want to kill anyone. You don't even want to win the Grail. That's even more complicated motives than Rin's. I mean, her motives aren't complicated, they're just weird. If one is out to kill me, they won't complain if they're killed in return, right? Oh no, they will. They'll definitely complain if they're killed in return. It's not like they'd want to be killed. If they're trying to kill you, and you kill them in return, they're still probably going to get pissy about it. It's not like murderers don't want to die. I mean, no. It's not like murderers want to die. I mean, some of them do, but... Oh, so you'll be staying on the defensive, then you'll just be observing what other masters are doing, right? So even if someone like yesterday goes around killing everyone, you're going to ignore it? I mean, yeah, that's a good point too. What if someone like Ilya goes around and kills all of the other masters with Berserker? Are you just going to let that happen? I mean, they're not going after you, right? Survival outshines his ethics, but his ethics outweigh the concept of the Holy Grail War in general. Yeah. Yeah, if someone like yesterday goes around killing everyone, I mean, what are you going to do? Someone like yesterday? Yeah, the Berserker Ilya combo. She must mean that inhuman monster. And the very human, arguably more of a monster, controlling him. Dash, dash, dash. Superhuman strength that allows the destruction of a house or two with a single blow. Certainly, if that thing wished, this town could be in ruins in just one night. And on top of that, the problem is that the servants are normally in spirit form. Humans can't see those in spirit form. Wait, what was the point of choosing this choice? We wanted to talk about the serious topic. Oh, what I'm going to do next. Now I feel like we've circled back around to a thing from yesterday, because now we're talking about Berserker again, so... I thought the serious topic would be a partnership, but no. Humans can't see those in spirit form. But since the servants can affect the real world of spirits, you could call them the most powerful weapon. With the technology we have now, there are no weapons that can affect a spiritual being. Our attacks are useless against them, and their attacks can damage us. It's not just a one-sided game. Uh-huh. Murder by a servant is like a natural death for normal people. Sure. Death caused by an invisible killer will just be treated as accidental death or suicide. Depending on how it happens, it's kind of hard to, you know, hide the way of murder, but whatever. What is that? Servants? No. Masters and servants don't just attack other masters. Other people have nothing to do with them, right? Wait. Oh, you mean non-mages. It's not that simple. As Rin knows, she went up to the school and found the seal of someone trying to consume all of the people within the school. This is relevant information to Shiro, by the way. Consume all of the people within the school and you know, get stronger. Give them more power. Did Ilya set that up? Possibly. Also, maybe some other fifth entity, because Lancer would be the third entity. I don't think Lancer's master set it up. Yeah, I really wish that was the case, but if it were, you wouldn't need a supervisor like Kirei, would you? Some mages be bad. I should have said earlier that servants are spirits. They're already complete, so they don't grow. Okay. Magical energy used as fuel is different. Uh-huh. The more magic energy they have available, the more they can use the powers that... Yep. That part is the same as for us magi. Do you understand? I do. So they can use magic repeatedly, right? You could say magical energy is the gunpowder to fill a gun, and the magus is the gun itself. The type of gun depends on the magus' abilities: pistol, rifle, machine gun, shotgun, yada yada yada. Using that metaphor, servants are cannons. Okay. Using a large amount of gunpowder, they fire a large bullet. Okay. That's right. Servants aren't given their mana by nature. They act with the magical energy inside of them. I don't know who's talking there, but whatever. We masters supply it, so servants can only use their powers using their own magical energy plus the magical energy of their master. But wait, that's not true because they can gain more magic. Or is Shiro saving this? I don't know. But that means an amateur master like you would be no match for other masters, right? So there's a loophole. Well, I guess you could call it an obvious answer. Servants can supplement their magical energy from other sources. Servants are spirits, so they can get nourishment from eating things that are like them. Uh-huh. Huh? Alright, this is where... I guess this is where she's going to talk about the thing on the school, because it is relevant to me, because I go to that school too. Nourished by eating things that are like them? Things like them? You mean spirits? What kind of spirits would they eat? Humans. Simple answer. Nature spirits obtain power from nature itself. So where do you think servants, human spirits, get their power from? Humankind. Ningen. Oh no. Arayada. It's a simple answer. As we humans eat meat, the human spirits eat humans! They're eating him, and then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god! Exactly. Usually they replenish enough magical energy from their master. But it's obvious that one gets more magical energy from many people rather than just one person, right? To put it bluntly, a weak master makes his servant eat humans. Yum. Oishi! Dash. Servants transform human emotions and souls into magical energy. That's the most efficient way to make your servant more powerful. There are many masters who kill humans as sacrifices for their servants. If they're just going for that practicality and don't really care about them ethics, that's hardcore negative ethics. You get negative points in ethics, but you don't get negative points according to the church, I guess. You get negative points if you mess with the church's shit, but you don't get negative points for, you know, killing lots of innocents. I mean, that's no big deal, right? That's just every other Sunday for a mage. Sacrifices. So you're saying that if a master didn't care about his methods, he'd kill humans to make his servants stronger? Yes, but I don't think a smart master would do such a thing. Why not? What if a smart master just wanted a lot... A smart monster master just wanted a lot of power and they were using it as bait to lure out other people? I mean, yes, it's very noticeable, but, I mean, maybe that's the point. It's two birds with one stone. You see, even if servants are powerful, there's a limit to their magical energy capacity. They can't store more than their capacity. There's a limit to how much they can kill and collect magical energy. So, whoever set up that circle, assumedly, is looking for a lot of energy, and so has a large capacity. Berserker may have a large capacity, but does he need more? I'm not sure. I feel like Ilya's probably supplying plenty. She seems strong. Maybe Caster, because maybe Caster is strong enough to actually use that energy for something other than itself. I mean, other than that, I don't know. I'm not sure. We haven't gotten much of a glimpse of Rider or Assassin yet. Or Caster, but we don't know how strong Rider or Assassin or their masters are. The association wouldn't ignore you if you went around killing people, and most of all, other masters might figure out your servant's abilities and identify them from the cause of death, not to mention the identity of the masters as well. The magical FBI would actually care? Wouldn't ignore you if you went around killing people? I thought they didn't care about that kind of thing. Like, they just let you do your business. I mean, if the magical FBI will do something about it, then that changes things, but you'd think that, okay, so yeah, maybe it would only be a stupid master, or maybe a master that's smarter than you because they know something you don't. I don't know. It is highly advantageous in the Holy Grail War to keep your identity a secret, so normal masters should be stingy about using their servant. I see. Certainly, if nobody knows that you're a master, there's no danger of other masters attacking you. Well, not no danger, but less danger. Conversely, if you know who the other masters are, you could definitely pull a surprise attack on them. By that theory, there won't be many masters that would have their servants attack humans and reveal their identity. Unless they're baiting them. Unless they're impatient and don't feel like, unless they'd rather have the other people come to them than them come to the other people. And if they're overconfident. Someone like Rin might do that if she didn't care about not killing people. If that wasn't, getting in her mental way, then she's the kind of person I could see using a strategy like that. I'm glad. Then there's no problem. That means servants won't indiscriminately attack humans without orders from their masters. But what if the master gives the order? Right, they're heroes, right? Someone who would go out and kill people won't be called a hero in the first place. Well, no, I can't really say that for sure. Different people have different ideas of heroes. You can be a hero of darkness as well. Like, a bunch of people can praise you for killing the good guys. You can still be a hero to them. Also, for one thing, Berserker is apparently is a mad lad. Is much crazier than he normally would be because of, Berserker drugs that the Grail War has given him. So, we don't know. Maybe he would have been a good person, but not... I mean, maybe we do know. Maybe you do know. How much do you know about, Berserker's original identity? But also, yeah, you can be a hero who, does things for bad people. I mean, you're a hero to them. It's all about perspective. There are many examples of people becoming heroes just because they were a tyrant. Yeah, there are many examples of people becoming heroes just because they were a tyrant. It's all about how history looks at you. Like, I mean, if you're a mass murderer, but the people you mass murder are beneficial to people that end up taking important stakes in history, like, if you're working for someone who ends up, if Place X... If Chocolate Land and Vanilla Land exist, and Chocolate Land completely conquers Vanilla Land, you could be a mass murderer in the service of Chocolate Land, and you'd be looked at as a hero because you did a lot of good for Chocolate Land. Even if you killed a lot of people and were normally looked at as a bad person, you did a lot of good for Chocolate Land, so Chocolate Land now controls Vanilla Land. And it's not like... And their fight happened for whatever reason. It's not because Vanilla Land... Hell, Chocolate Land may have started it, and they would be looked at in history as heroes. And they would... they would give some load of bullshit about why they started the fight in the first place if they had to their children to explain why. But, it doesn't matter. Anyways. It's only in more recent years, with the imminent threat of nuclear, nukes, and the whole world basically dying from a few nukes, that people have started to just not fight each other as much. Traditionally, people looked at, conquering lands as something to do. It was something to make your country bigger. It was something to make a name for yourself in battle. It was something that people traditionally in olden times thought of. And so many fights started not because someone was being underhanded or shady, but because people just, they wanted to fight. They wanted to expand their territory. Yeah, it sucked to lose, but they weren't trying to lose. It's only more recently with everybody being like, if we fight, there's going to be nukes and everybody dies. That's why a lot less wars have been happening recently. Dash. Tosaka makes an ominous comment. As it seems to be her true feelings rather than just sarcasm, I guess Tosaka's a realist. Anyway, that's why I wanted to confirm. Wait, which part? I dazed out when I was going on a tangent. What are we talking about? Now you know what kind of beings servants are, right? Sure. Masters aren't the only ones trying to win the Holy Grail War. As you've entered the battle, you have an obligation to command your servant. Dash. An obligation to command my servant. So I can't allow my own servant or other servants to attack innocent people. Gotcha. But if that means I'm stopping other servants, then I need to actually be actively participating and not just passively. So, you understand your situation? Maybe. That was a lot of jargon. About your body, do you remember what happened to you after that? I think I got cut in half. No memory of anything. I ran towards Saber and got my stomach blown away by Berserker. I lost consciousness then, and I don't know anything about last night, nor why I'm alive. That's what I thought. Before I continue, I'll explain what happened. Okay. With an unpleasant sigh, Tosaka starts to describe what happened yesterday. It seems that Berserker left after I fell unconscious, because they thought you were dead, right? Ilya thought you were dead. I think she thought you were dead. I think she would know better if you weren't. She tells me that my body started to heal itself, and that it looked fine after about 10 minutes. So I do have Wolverine powers, and she didn't do anything? I'm a phoenix! I'm a phoenix from the flames! What does this mean? What does this mean? I don't have magic, but I have magic. Something about me is magical. Unless there's left over from the pendant? Okay, there's two explanations. Explanation one is that this is the pendant's doing. The pendant that saved me is like, it's not done. It's going to continue saving me. In which case, thanks, Rin. Big thanks. That's really helpful for me in the Grail War. Option number two is that I'm just naturally like this. I've always had these phoenix powers, and maybe that's how I survived in the fire 10 years ago in the first place. For some reason, which probably means there's going to be some kind of plot twist about how I'm like the reincarnation of something. I don't know. Probably. Or I was touched as a baby. Touched by some kind of phoenix. Maybe from the Grail War, even before Zero. Whichever one came before that, I might have been part of that in some weird thing, and I reincarnated into SHIROU. I don't know. And she says she brought me here since I didn't regain my consciousness even when my wound had healed. And that's where we are right now. And I healed myself. She didn't do that. The important thing here is that you survived on your own. I didn't help you, but it was your own power that healed that wound. Don't mistake that part. Yeah, that's a big deal. Okay, that's a big deal, which means you didn't waste any resources on me, which means you were definitely only sad because you want my body. You aren't sad at all because you wasted jewels on me, because you didn't. Therefore, you definitely want me. I mean, I thought I already sort of figured that out, but now I doubly know it. Sounds like a lie. Then you didn't heal it? Of course not. I can't do something like reviving a dying person anymore. SHIROU himself healed his own wounds. Okay. Okay. So I wasn't crazy when I said you wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. Okay. Huh. What can I do now that you said that? I mean, I'd like to make use of that power. Now that I know that this power is a thing, I can use this to my benefit. I just want to know what the limits are, would be my thinking. Like, okay, so I can, like, almost die, but not die. But, like, what are the limits? I mean, I would want to test the limits, I think. Like, I don't know. Like, what's the best way of doing... I don't know. That sounds really nasty. Like, how do you test that? I'm going to cut off my finger and see how long it takes to grow back. I don't know. That sounds odd. And very scary because, I don't know, what if it's a one-time thing? Like, you don't want to rely on that without knowing how it works, but you have to assume that it should, in theory, work to some extent. Otherwise, why did it work in the first place? And then again, without knowing why it worked in the first place, it's a bad idea to do it again, because maybe it was a one-time thing, and we just don't know what the one-time was. Ugh, I don't know. My stomach is certainly healed, but I have doubts about Tosaka's story. I can't use healing magic, let alone revival magic. I wouldn't doubt her story, I don't think, because A, it sounds crazy. It's more realistic, even if it was the truth for her to lie and maybe say that she used her gems to heal me. in fact, there would be reason to lie, practical reason from her perspective, because then she could maybe convince me that I owe her now and that we should form a partnership. Maybe she's not doing that, but that makes me think even more so that she's telling the truth, because she would gain. Not only would she gain nothing from lying, but she would actually gain something from if this is true and she decided to lie and not say this. So, the cause must be the servant. Excuse me? I thought this was a SHIROU thing. Saber, from my knowledge, does not have powers like that. Like, she did not have mass revival powers, at least as far as I remember from Fate Zero, unless this is a new thing. Unless this is a red herring, the game's way of throwing me off and making the player think that it's the servant when really it was SHIROU all along. That's my guess right now, because I don't think Saber could have done that. Your servant must be really powerful, or something went wrong during the summoning. I think it's both, but I think some kind of line formed between you two. Why? Is she even more injured? Then maybe I might start to believe that that is the case. But Elia would know that then, in theory, if my theory about Elia making that circle is correct, so she wouldn't be surprised. She would expect me to live, so I don't think it's that. Like, if she set up the circle, then she should know about that kind of thing, right? Maybe she didn't. Maybe that theory is wrong, but that's my best theory on the matter for now. A line? You mean like the karmic line connecting a familiar and a magus? Oh, so you have a working knowledge of familiars? Vaguely. This should be easy to explain. In other words, Emiya-kun and Saber's relationship is not a normal relationship like that between a normal master and their familiar. It looks like Saber has natural healing powers, so some of that may be flowing into you. Oh. Okay. Saber does have natural healing powers, that's true. But it doesn't heal any of the insides. She said as much. Even if we're using her healing powers, it shouldn't heal inside. So if he smashed my stomach, did he really miss all the vitals? Maybe very conveniently he did. Did Saber get more injured then? If that really was a connection tether? Because if she did, I'd like to know. She'd probably lie about it and say, no, I'm fine, but I want to know the extent. I want to know what happened. If Saber knows, I hope she doesn't hide this from us. Normally, the Magus' power flows into the familiar. But in your case, the familiar's power is flowing into you and helping you out. Which means she should be in a very weakened state. So I should be able to get proof of this, right? So put simply, it's like a river flowing upstream. Kinky? That's a good way to put it. It's not naturally possible, but Saber's magical energy is so great that it can even change the flow of a river. That's the only reason she's able to go against Berserker with her small size. I mean, I guess that is true. Berserker should be better than everything, but she was sort of standing up to it, sort of. I suppose. Also, don't be sizist. Not naturally possible. Then is the relationship between you and Archer that of a normal Magus and familiar? Yes, he doesn't listen to much of what I say. What are you talking about? You have a whole thing on him where if he disobeys, he gets this feeling. So he listens to more than normal, I think. You frickin' liar. But we do still have such a relationship. You're just being coy about him even when he isn't being around. Tsundere about someone even when they're not around. What's the point? It's all subconscious. The connection between a servant and master is like that of gasoline and an engine. We provide the magical energy and the servant just uses it. So she flowed it backwards. So my theory about SHIROU being like a phoenix is maybe untrue. Rip the Phoenix Wright theory. We are Phoenix Wright. I guess there have been some masters who shared their physical bodies with their servants to obtain fake immortality. What? Not dying until their servants are dead, something like that. Are you listening, Emiya-kun? I'm not going to glaze past that. I guess there have been some masters who shared their physical bodies with their servants to obtain fake immortality, not dying until their servants are dead. So, masters who gave up their body and just became one with their servants, kinky, and just lived on with their servants? Not the other way around. Not like the servants taking over the master's body, but the master's joining the servants. How does that work, though? Because the servants are like holy spirits. So, that sounds awkward, but I can sort of see that maybe happening, maybe. Maybe. So, but okay, just so we're clear, this is the masters inhabiting the servants, not the other way around? Because the other way around is what I think would be more possible, but I don't know. Huh? Yeah, I'm listening. Are you saying most of the wounds on my body will heal even if I don't do anything? That sounds reckless. Using your servant's magical energy. I don't know how, but I'm sure the cause is in Saber's materialization. I know you haven't learned the curse of self-healing. Is that an existing curse that exists that you know about? Of course not. My father never taught me anything that difficult. Can you examine the summoning circle I used to summon Saber if it's still there? Because even I don't know the gist of that. Maybe Shiro himself doesn't know that you need a summoning circle? Or no, I think Rin's explained it, but he might have not been paying attention because he's dense and derp and not noticing that stuff and... No, I mean that if that's the case, I've nothing to worry about. Wait. Huh? Wait, did the music just end? Awkward. I don't know how, but I'm sure the cause Saber's... Of course not. Never taught me anything that difficult. No, I mean that if that's the case, I have nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you. Oh, it has everything to do with me because you have the hots for me. And that's why you're worrying. Oh, yes. Very much Meat Shield. It's okay, Tom's Tom. I'm late too, sort of. I should have been doing this part of the game yesterday, probably. Huh? What is it? Oh, she likes me. That's what it has nothing to do about. I know you haven't learned the curse of self-healing. Maybe that was a joke? Okay, I think what she's doing is being tsundere because she likes me. Anyways, what is it? Tosaka's words are indirect and hard to follow. And unlike with Sakura, who've been living for a while, I guess I'm not able to, you know, sort of see the signs. I don't know. Oh, well, just don't do anything too reckless. And partnership? Are you still not there yet? Are we still not there yet? It's good that you survived this time, but you won't survive if you take that kind of wound again. You shouldn't get any optimistic hopes that you'll survive any major wounds. I mean, okay. But, like, is Saber super hurt? Because if she is, then I'm not going to abuse this technique. I thought it was a Shiro thing. If it's a Saber thing, that certainly helps, but, like, okay. I understand. I feel bad about taking damage and having Saber helping me. How does she feel? How does Saber? Where is she? Are you alive, Saber? I mean, I guess you must be. Otherwise, my command seals would be gone, I'd assume. Or no, they wouldn't. That's not how it works. If you lose your servant, you keep your command seals. So I suppose I wouldn't know. Saber, where are you? Idiot, that's not the reason. I'm sure you're just not using Saber's magical energy to heal your wounds. Sorry, what? I feel bad about taking damage and having Saber helping me. You're not just using Saber's magical energy. I'm confused. What am I using? You're definitely using something. What? What? Are you jealous? You wish I was using your energy instead of hers? What's going on here? I'm sure you're not just using Saber's magical energy to heal your wounds. So I've got something else. So you're wondering what the reason is, and you think I should be wondering what the reason is? I'm wondering if that's what you're wondering, because I'm unsure. You're definitely using something. And it's not your penis. I don't know what it is, your lifespan or your luck or your saving accounts, but you're definitely using something up. Oh, that's it. So you're saying I'm cutting my maybe like my later years off? Oh, is that why Kiritsugu died so young? I don't remember if he suffered any serious wounds like that he needed to heal with Saber's powers. Maybe he might have cut his lifespan off at the end, in which case that may cause Shiro to die at a younger age. Luck sounds like a dumb thing. Savings account doesn't make any sense, but 3 years. It's three. I'll fight you. It's 3. Don't you start this with me, Tom's Tom. It's 3. Tosaka gives a hump once again. I feel the same way, but... Tosaka, doesn't my savings account have nothing to do with this? $10 years. It's 10 years. Wait, no, it's not 10 years. No, I'm supposed to be going back. No, it's supposed to be 1 year. It's been 1 year. Gosh, Wiseful said 7 years and it threw me off. And I'm like, I should throw them off by making even less. But I went up instead of down. Ugh. Of course it's connected. Magic uses up your money, so it's something that drains your money the more you use it. Huh? What are you talking about? Magic uses up your money. Well, maybe if you use, like, magical gems like you do, but I don't use magic that way, as far as I can tell. I won't allow myself to be wrong. About magic using money? Oh, you just don't want to be wrong. Hey, hey, you're a lot like me in that sense. I don't like being wrong either. I mean, I guess a lot of people are like that, but... What the? Tosaka Rin erupts with the fires of personal grudges. Because she used a bunch of money on me? Oh, because to save me that one time, she needed to use her pendant thing. So me being saved just like that without any resources pisses her off. I understand, so she hopes that there's a resource. It's strange. The more I talk with her, the more I understand this is the real Tosaka Rin, and that the Tosaka Rin at school is just a mask she puts on. Sure. I'd argue this is just another mask. Like, I don't even think you think... Most people don't think about it. Some people do, but most people don't even think about it when they're around people. Their mask just comes on involuntarily. I'd argue this is another mask. I'd say the real you is something that only really shows up when you're alone, usually. Like, even with when you're with your closest friend, there's generally some sort of mask. Maybe if they're super duper trooper close, I'd still say there's usually a mask. Maybe someone dense, like SHIROU, might not have as much of a mask, but there's still generally some amount of one. Like, for example, your urge to not bone Sakura because you're good friends with Shinji is a sort of mask. No, it's something I had realized already yesterday. Okay. And now we're blushing. Let's get back to the conversation. So what are you going to do? I fucking don't know. Since you don't want to kill people, you're just going to watch. Is that right? I don't know. I take back what I said. She really has a bad personality. She's a real bully, putting me on the spot and asking me that with a smile. Well, I mean, yeah, she does do that a lot, and I think she enjoys it. But, you know, that doesn't make her a bully. I mean, she's blushing about it, so that means she's just being... I don't know. Rin's weird. I'll just have to stop them. The masters will calm down once they lose their servants, right? Okay, suddenly I'm aggressive. Unbelievable. You say you won't go out and kill their masters, but you also say you'll kill them if they do anything bad. So, Rin, just don't do anything bad. Also, this means I may have to kill your servant at some point, but not until we're the last two because of partnership? I mean, do you realize you're contradicting yourself? I mean, you are too, but, you know, you never realize your own contradictions. You only realize other people's contradictions. That's sort of a fact of life. Yeah, I know it's selfish, but I can't think of any other choices. I won't change my decision no matter how much you argue against it. It's 3 years. No matter how much you argue against it, my decision won't change. That is my decision, not my... That is my factual decision, not an opinion. There's one problem with that. Can I tell you what it is? No. Fine. She's plotting something. With that face, she's definitely plotting something. Oh, because we're gonna have to fight her? Is that what you're plotting? As a man, I have to listen. If I was a woman, I could ignore. But as a man, I have to listen. Okay, what is it? Nandesuka? You remember the master Do you remember the master yesterday? The girl who was talking about killing you and me? Sure. Dash dash. How can I forget? They attacked us mercilessly. That girl will come and kill us. I think you know that too. Okay, sure. I think she thinks I'm dead. Dash dash dash. I see. That girl's a master too. Since she knows Tosaka and I are masters, she'll come and attack us someday. Sure. Now do you propose a partnership? But like, not just for Berserker, for like the whole thing? I mean, why not, right? Why have it just for Berserker? I don't know. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, but I do know it's a death sentence. At least I know I can't stop such a monster. Not alone, you can't. You're serving Berserkers on a different level. Okay. You can't match it being an inexperienced master. You say you won't do anything except defend yourself, but you won't even be able to do that. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. And you can't leave me be because you want me to live as well, and you think I can't live. So you're gonna, what? That's why you're gonna propose the partnership to keep me alive? I guess. Sorry, but you wouldn't be able to beat it either, right? I wouldn't be able to beat it head on. It's the most powerful servant in hand-to-hand combat. I don't think any previous servant could match it. Even I wouldn't be able to escape if Berserker attacked me. Even though you say that Saber's the best, I guess Berserker's the best at hand-to-hand, but Saber's the best because of her magical resistance, blah blah blah. Saber's definitely the strongest, except for Berserker and Caster, and I mean, maybe she's the best all around. I don't know. It's really just bias, I think, confirmation bias. Like, oh, Saber's made it to the end, the finals each time so far. I mean, it's only a sample size of 4. That's very small. That's not much to go on. And at the very least, she didn't win the 4th one. So even if she makes it to the end a lot, I mean, if she makes it to a one-on-one fight at the end and loses that one-on fight, I think that says more about... I mean, losing a one-on-one fight, to me, says more about your performance than anything. If it's a free-for-all and you go down in a free-for-all, if you're in a free-for-all playing Smash Brothers, tangent, I can beat anyone one-on-one. No, okay, I can't beat anyone, but I'm good at one-on-one. But whenever we play 4-for-all, I always fucking die early. Because, like, there's multiple people and they can gang up on you, or, like, you can be going after one, and you know, gosh, you know, if it gets down to just one-on-one, I can usually make it to the end. But, you know, when it's a 4 free-for-all, you know, there's no telling, it's chaos. And so similarly here, when it's a 7 for all, 14 for all, it's a lot harder to, you know, ensure your victory. There's a lot more luck involved, I would argue. But once it gets down to just one-on-one, luck is out the window. If you lose when it's one-on-one, it's because you suck, and the other guy was good. So I would argue that Fate Zero, you know, Saber being the finals and losing is confirmation that maybe Saber's not all that. How's that for your apples? Out of those 4 times, I wonder how many times Saber has won, not just gotten to the finals. I feel the same way. I don't think I'll get another chance if it attacks me, said one of them. Unconsciously, I placed my hand on my stomach. The wound on my stomach is healed now. By Saber's magic, I guess, which means rip Shiro Phoenix theory. No, you couldn't call it a wound. It was pretty much instant death. My nausea returns just as the thought of taking another blow like that. That's right, do you get it? You can't choose to wait until the Holy Grail War is over without doing anything. Yeah, I get it, but what are you trying to say? I don't quite understand. Nan desu ka? Nope. Nande desu ka? Nope. It was nan desu ka, I was right the first time. Nande desu ka is wrong. You're not having fun watching me condemned to death, right? Or are you? I don't have such bad taste. Geez, don't you get it after I've said so much? In short, I'm asking you if you want to join up with me. Took you long enough to beat around the fucking bush. Gosh. Yeah. I wanted to do that since the moment we were at the church. Like, after we left the church. Possibly even before we went to the church. Just the fact that you needed Berserker to actually kickstart this partnership sounds like a load of BS, but okay. Okay, fine. Eh? If I take that at face value, that's... Join up? You mean me and Tosaka? You say out loud. Yes, my archer received a fatal wound and is healing right now. It'll take a while for him to heal fully, but he should still be about half as usual. And there are no problems with your servant, but her master is dragging her down. She is half as usual as well. See, it adds up fine. I'm the good part, and your Saber's the good part. Maybe I should just steal her. No, best AU. You see, in the universe where I died, and, or didn't even die, arguably, Ely was going to keep me alive. You see, Saber went off and ended up joining Rin. Rin totally betrayed Archer, and they became best buds, and they had an awesome victory. And that was a good end to at least some extent. One can hope. Anyways, though, I think it was a little late at that point while I was still ahead to save her with my penis. I think it was a bit late for that, to save Ely, I mean, which is why I'd probably hope for her to die. If I was still alive, maybe I can still save her with my penis. But in that timeline, the penis was gone. I was just ahead, so there was no hope. It's not like I could save her with my head. Didn't have my penis. Anyways, it adds up fine. I'm not that bad. I mean, Archer's still better than you, I'd say. But sure. Even though you've almost died 3 times from what I know of, I think you're the first person I've ever seen almost die 3 times in one day. Well, hey, that means I've got some luck, because you're the first person that you've seen almost die in 3 times that didn't die, even with 3 times. So that's got to count for something, right? But also, what do you mean? I don't think Saber's going to be in tip-top form. Yeah, maybe she has fast healing, but she was already dinged up yesterday and then got super dinged up from Berserker. She got a bit dinged up from Lancer, she got super dinged up from Berserker, and then I assume I had to ding her up even more by her healing me the way she did. So, I assume, I don't know, I mean, I guess it probably took me a long time to rest, but I assume she's still healing as well. I doubt she's at full form that fast. Maybe she'll heal at a full faster than Archer, but I still think she's probably going to take a bit longer, I would assume. Especially because I haven't seen her anywhere yet. Where is she? She's probably resting, right? But that's... Is she also resting at the circle? Does she heal faster at the circle? Is that a thing? In which case, is she in my shed right now? I'll compensate you for the alliance. I'll forgive you... I'll compensate you for the alliance? What do you mean compensate? I'll forgive you for beating Archer, and I'll teach you about being a master. Oh, and if we have time, I can look at your skills as a magus. How about it? That sounds amazing. We should have done this from the start. Ugh. That certainly is an attractive proposal. And it's being said by an attractive person. Rawr. I haven't, role-playing, Shiro has yet to see inside her head yet. Therefore, she doesn't know her weird personality, that she has no wish for the Grail 4. Grail 4? For the Grail 4. This is the Grail 5, actually. As I don't know anything, Tosaka would be a reliable teacher. And if I can help it, I don't want to fight against Tosaka. Exactly, so you should have wanted this from the start. Emiya-kun, I want to hear your answer. She urges my response. It's not even a question, but I'll save anyways, just for the pathways. I mean, duh. I wanted this all along. There's no choice from the start. There are too many things I don't know, and I'm unskilled as a magus. Even if it's temporary, if Tosaka's going to give me a hand, I don't think there's any better option. Alright, I'll take that offer, Tosaka. Honestly, it'll really help me out if you do so. It's decided. Let's shake hands. For now, let's stay allies until we beat Berserker. Oh, I see. That's how it would be, huh? What? Just until we beat Berserker? No, forever! The whole war! Us is the last two. Unless Sakura's a plot twist master, then I'm gonna abandon you, sorry. But unless that happens, we'll stay together until we're the final two. Really? Can you not promise that, please? I guess it can't be helped, but that's easy to understand. No! Until the end! Until the final two! God damn it! Waifu obtained? No. No, thank you. No, she's the only one. She's the only waifu in the Grail War, other than Ilya, who it's going to take some time to save with my penis, that I can work with yet. So it's not like I'm choosing her as my waifu, just my partner in the Grail War. Like, it's not like, so far, as far as I know, I can't choose Ayako as a partner in the Grail War, or Sakura as a partner in the Grail War, or Neko-Chan as a partner in the Grail War. She's my only choice! Except for my evil sister, who's going to take some time to save with my penis. I can't do it yet. So, it's not waifu obtained, wise fool. Don't you screw with me. It is partner in fighting obtained, and maybe we kill her later if she wants me to be your husbando, and I'm not into that. What? I shake her hand. I'm a bit perplexed. Yeah, you have your preference. Wiseful, I know you like Rin most, and then Inu Hanyu isn't here. I know they like Saber most. So far, I think I'm leaning on Ilya, because I like the bad girls. Other than that, possibly, I don't know. We haven't gotten enough of Ayako. I mean, Neko-Chan is always secretly best girl, but I guess Ilya if I had to pick a real choice for now. The instant I feel Tosaka's soft hand, I realize she is a girl. Let's end it there. I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Fate's Day Night Blind. Still don't have an outro phrase. Did you know? Rin is a girl. I bet you didn't know that. Makoto. No, that's wrong. Thanks for the stream. Ilya's best girl. Oh, is Tom's Tom on my side? Ilya's best girl? Ooh, I have one person on my side. Yes. Oh, there's your, Oh, Rise Fool. We're getting a list. Rin is better than Ilya, which is better than Saber, which is better than Sakura. I will fight you. I like Sakura. Sakura's like second best girl. Maybe Ayako is. I just think we don't know Ayako well enough yet for me to say Ayako is second best girl, which is why I'm saying Sakura's second best girl for now. So I'll fight you on that. To me, Saber and Rin are like the bottom bitches. I know that that's weird right now because they're the two most prominent, but to be clear, I like everybody. I don't dislike Rin. I just like her the least. Oh, that I can get behind. Ilya, Sakura, Rin, Saber. I think I'd probably go Ilya, Sakura, Saber, Rin. And then I'd throw Ayako in there. Probably Ilya, Sakura, Ayako, Saber, Rin, maybe. And then there's also Neko-Chan, who goes at the top of that even. So, anyways, the instant I feel Tosaka's soft hand, which you're holding hands, first base, yes. But anyways, as I said, I will see you guys next time. Also at Ayako before Rin. It seems like Tom's kind of close to my opinions. All right, I've got a blood brother now. I saved, right? Let me just make sure I'm not stupid. Yeah, I saved. Neko last. How dare you? Never mind. I have to fight Tom to the death. Neko is bestest best girl. She will always be the bestest. Fight me. Let me guess. You don't like cat girls. You prefer dogs. Tom's a dog person. We all know Shiro is better than everyone. I don't know if I can say Shiro's better than everyone. Shiro seems kind of dense. Best husbando? Maybe if we were playing as Rin. No, that's not true. Shinji is best husbando, right? Right? Okay, no, seriously, though. Bye, guys. See you, on Monday. Drop form 1751. That's never great to see, but I think they were all at once. I think. Stop recording.